This is the future.
Today is September 26, 2024. It is 10:12 a.m. I know I didn't share a lot of content about heavy work in New York City, but as of now, this channel is demonetized. So what I did is that most of my content, I put them on PYTE. And I try my best to put as much screenshot on my community board for you guys if you have not subscribed to my other channels. So for the sake of not giving you any content on this channel, so I decided to look at some tweets the squad were talking about that about the things that Harry did while he was in New York. So these are things I have not shared with you on my other channels. These are like residual type of conversation, and some of them are articles. I don't plan on reading any articles with the exception of Archewell, which I've already put the link here. There's something that they spoke about regarding, I think, the Parents Network. So with that being said, let's get started. And I'm sorry I did not put those content on here. I feel really bad because I wanted to have all of those contents on our part of Pew service. But hey, I think YouTube knew what was gonna happen this week, and most of my content was gonna be on this channel. I don't understand why they remove it. I mean, they give me reason, but it was my content. I do not want to go into that. It will take me a while because I'm still upset about it. So with that being said, let's just look at the background. Feel free to skip. 1,705 subscribers. Any new subscribers? Welcome. Watch hours, 242.7, I guess, watch hours? Yeah, watch hours. Okay, analytics. 92 views. It's okay because I did not put any new content on here. All right, so let's go on Twitter. There's a lot going on. I have this on the list, by the way, and it's a small thread. Okay, so let's start with this. There's no comment. The Duke share photos of children who have lost their lives due to the harms of social media, as seen on the lock screen of their parents' phone. The Parents Network honors the lives of those children and the parents who hold them close. I'm going to try to look for his speech, what he did here, the entire thing. And then you could listen to it, but it will be screenshot in the background. Okay, I will not put the whole video. I don't want YouTube to mess with me in the future, even though right now the channel is demonetized. So I will look for the speech and put it for upload it here so you guys could listen. All right, so let's go on Sussex. Is it Sussex? No, Archewell.org. There it is here. Our families. All right, so these are the families, the kids who lost their lives. Oh, God, may God bless their soul. May they rest in peace. Okay, September 24th. On September 24th, Harry, the Duke of Sussex, delivered an address at the Clinton Global Initiative, highlighting the Archewell Foundation's commitment to supporting parents and young people who have experienced online harm through its initiative. The Parents Network, the full speech, can be viewed here. Okay, I would like to put it by itself. Let's see here. But anyway, this is the transcript of it. If you go on archewell.org, the script is there. All right, so let's go back to Twitter. Oh no, go back to this. Okay, so I was here. So what I'm gonna do is that the video is gonna be by itself, just in case YouTube decided to do something so it doesn't mess up the entire my video. So Harry's speech will be a video by itself with screenshots only. Okay, and if you want to go and watch it without any disruption the way that I normally put my videos, just go on archewell.org. All right, so let's continue. During his remark, the Duke shared photos of children who have lost their lives due to the harms of social media, as seen on the lock screen of their parents' phones. The Parents Network honors the lives of those children and the parents who hold them close. Together, we work towards a brighter future and wish no child is lost to social media. Oh, wow. These are the names and their ages. Oh, there's the names. Oh my God, 14, 12. 12. Oh my God. Wow. Heartbreaking. Okay, you could go on their website and check for more. Okay, so let's go back on Twitter. Okay, so there's no comment. So next tweet. And I think this tweet is also making reference to the Parents Network. Harry and Meghan have created something exceptional with the Archewell Foundation Parents Network. I really think it's going to be another Invictus in terms of impact. Keep up the amazing work. Wow, I never thought of it that way. Similar to the Invictus. I really never thought of it that way at all. It makes sense. Sam and Harry presenting it at the CGI give it worldwide attention. Yeah, proud is an understatement. And the same principle, the same blueprint with Archewell, bringing different group experts to help those parents. Oh my goodness, she's right. Okay. I tear up when I saw the wall and it drawn that every single one of those children are dead. Heartbreaking. Me too, broke my heart. Plus, that's in French. That's in French. Okay, that's in French also. Absolutely, I agree. At Travalyst is there as well. Again, they're using the same blueprint. He's using the same blueprint. It could be. I just recommended a commission I'm working with to connect with them since they are working on the impact of social media on youth. Very interesting. Okay, that's in French. What? That's an ad. So let's go to the next tweet. Now I think this is a video where they're introducing Harry with different papers. Let's look at the image first, okay? All right, so there's Harry chatting with them. Okay, anybody who's talking to him, there's always a smile on their faces. There they are. Okay, I shared this picture in one of my videos on PYTE. I don't know, the first thing that crossed my mind is those bags, those ladies, not just them in particular, because I've seen them around my neighborhood as well. When they go into work, they have a huge bag similar to this, all right, on one side. It's, you know, to keep your body aligned, having these, it's, and then that heavy. I could understand it's not as heavy, but when it's heavy, you know, messing up your alignment. I'm not a doctor per se, okay? I'm just saying. I know some people will come after me for saying this. All right, you see that guy here with the backpack? Something like that? That's it. All right, or just don't carry too many heavy stuff. With a smile. Okay, so there's a 5-second video. I guess this is his assistant. She's telling him who the women are. All right, so let's listen. 5 seconds only. Look at this smile. There's the CEO of Travalyst right here with her smile over here. She's the one who did the video that Travalyst is a $3 trillion coalition.
Travalyst will be in New York for Climate Week, celebrating our 5th anniversary. Today we are a $3 trillion coalition.
I just had to say that. $3 trillion. Oh my goodness. Okay, Vanity Fair, Town and Country, and what was the other one? People magazine, I think. Okay. All right, so that's that. It's only 5 seconds. Okay. So there's more. He's just chatting with them. Look at it. Everybody he's talking to, there's a smile on their faces. I started all over, okay? Alright, so some of them are like Google CEO, you know, those, I guess, the partners who participate with Travalyst, the coalitions. I think some of them are here. And the other video where they were introducing Town and Country, people and whatnot. These are the people who, I guess, I'm assuming, who went there to write about it. All right, so they give them access. That's the thing, access. The royal rat left out. Let's pause this. This is beautiful. This look fun. What a great guy. There's the loving eye, the clap. Love Prince Harry. Toxic British media are a bunch of crooks and liars. And we better be careful over here in the US. The same thing is spreading over here as well. Okay, the man is a natural. I'm so happy to see Diana's son so happy and being truly respected and supported because he has his mother's heart for humanitarianism. Together with Meghan, they are superstars. Yeah, and individually as well. This is what's good with them. Together, they are mega star. Individually, they are superstars on their own right. Thanks for sharing. Beautiful. Oh, happy. Okay, Harry. She made a mistake. The UK journalism will never receive such warm acknowledgement from Prince Harry. These ladies are professionals. Let's hope. Because sometimes they do that things too. Let's just hope. He is just so comfortable with people. He doesn't care who they are. So nice to see. Alright, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, let's pause this. Pause. Okay. I read this article already. I'm not going to read it again. And this below here is extra. Okay, during his remark, the Duke shared photos of children who have lost their lives due to the harms of social media, as seen on the like screen of their parents' phones. The Parents Network honored the lives of those children and the parents who hold them. Yeah, there they are here. There's no comment. And this is another one here. These are extra. I didn't have these on my list. Okay, watch Prince Harry call on tech companies to do more to protect youth from the harmful effect of social media. Okay, this is I just listened to the whole thing. You know what, for the sake of this video, because I'm not gonna share the whole speech on this video, the speech is gonna be by itself, but for the sake of this video itself, I'll share that 1 minute one.
My lock screen is a picture of my kids. What's yours? Our platform provides opportunity for parents to turn their pain into purpose, ultimately changing the very system that stole their child. As the digital landscape has evolved, we've seen rising polarization, social unrest, and a disconnect that often manifests itself in violence and fear. Personal social connections have fallen secondary to alternative digital realities. These platforms are designed to create addiction. Young people are kept there by mindless, endless, numbing scrolling, being force-fed content that no child should ever be exposed to. It's not free will.
Okay, I'm not even gonna go in the comment because I'm gonna get the haters there. Okay, another incredible year at Clinton Global, catching up with good friends and getting inspired by so many grassroots leaders on the front lines of creating a better world. Alright, so there's this one here. The squad were making fun of the Royal Rats. There it is here. Because the Royal Rats wrote as if Chef Jose, for some reason, I don't know, there is like kindergarten sandbox talk, as if Chef Jose was not talking to Harry or not friend or something like that. I'll put this here. You could pause and read it. It's on my other channel. All right, you could pause and read that. All right, so this is the nonsense that they're putting over there. But let's look at the images here. All right. All right, Clinton Global Initiative, Vote for Nature. Okay, there's that. There's this. I like that. There he is here, taking picture. Selfie. Oh, I didn't know they were there. Ah, that's news to me. I didn't know they were there. I didn't know President Biden was there. Okay. And by the way, I don't know which day it was. I have a link where all the guests at the Clinton Global were there doing their speech. But at the first time when Harry came out, I only focused on his speech. Similar to what Archewell did. Only Harry's speech, and that's the only thing that I focused on. Okay, so there were more people there. I don't know. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. Now we focus on Halo. It's a thread. That's perfect because at least everything will be here. I didn't share anything with you regarding this stuff. Did I read the caption here? Oh, did I lose it? Let's go back. I don't think I read the caption of this. During his remark, the Duke shared photos of children who have lost their lives due to the harms of social media as seen on the lock screen of their parents' phones. The Parents Network honors the lives of those children and the parents who hold them. I think I did read it. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. I'm sorry. I don't know where my head is. Alright, next one. Now this is the Halo thread. There's a lot and some of the squads coming. And this is from the Halo Trust. Angola have set the gold standard for demining their country. We were delighted to welcome Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, to join us to celebrate Angola's progress and commitment to clearing their country of landmines at our UNGA79 event in New York this week. Alright, so let's look at some images. Do I have any speech regarding that? If I do, I'll try my best to put it over here. Okay, and as usual, if it's a video, you will not see it fully, okay? I have to manipulate it a little bit. Look at them. All of them, the smile. Everybody's face. Okay. Also in attendance were Tete Antonio, Angola's Minister of External Relations, James Cowan, Halo CEO, Senator Chris Coons, and Susan H. Lilly's Executive Vice President of the ICCF Group. All right, so there's the senator. And I remember there was a picture I came across a while back, not this week, but a while back, could have been a year or so, where Harry took them, not just him, Senator Kuhn, there were some other people as well, I guess, to come and see the work of Halo Trust. So there's Senator Kuhn, come back here again. I don't know what he said. I didn't hear his speech. All right. There they are. That's nice. Harry's making things happen. People take Harry serious. When he said his thing, he followed through. That's an ad. Okay, good King Harry. There's a clap. Thanks, Prince Harry, for all that you do to make the world a better place. There's the clap. Well done, Fraser. That she tagged somebody. Hope you enjoy New York. A new drug. Oh, please. You see, there they are. Nothing meaningful to say. Good man. His mother will be proud. Christ Almighty, do tell us, Harry, have you personally done regarding landmines? Okay. I guess do they want him to physically to go and do these things? Harry sees, this is the way that Harry usually, and from my perspective, if he sees someone who's doing something good, okay, I think in one video I've mentioned where Archewell would love to do a lot of things, but because of time, space, and money, and for them to be trained and all of that, they can't handle all of this. But instead, there are groups of people, professionals, who spend countless of years at school training and learning about their specific respective field. So when Harry sees, or Meghan, Archewell, sees a group that's doing something good that they appreciate, okay, they attach their name with it, they bring along these people, they fund these people, give them money to help them with their cause.
What we want to be able to do now is, through our foundation, create a platform in which your expertise and your experience is elevated. And therefore, you tell us what needs to be done around mental health within the UK and globally. And that's why I believe that we've been so successful, is because we've gone into those communities and said, right, we all know there's a problem. What is the solution? And let us facilitate and fund you in the process.
Because many of these people, can you imagine if you, let's say you're starting a small business, okay? You're still working your full-time job. How can you do your small business on the side without money? You do need money to do it. So instead of you still working full-time for a company to fund your side project, your little business, instead Harry's telling you, focus on your side project. Here's the money to fund it, to bring it to life.
And let us facilitate and fund you in the process.
So now you could focus on the side project, this kind of thing. But anyway, it seems like, well, if it was the other brother, I'm pretty sure they will be praising him nonstop. All right, next tweet. That's also regarding Halo Trust. Okay, these are the pictures again. The same picture from previous, different screenshot. There's no comment. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, pictured with the CEO of Halo Trust, James Cohen, at the UNGA79 side event celebrating Angola's progress and clearing their country of landmines. Okay, so there's that. Next tweet. What was I reading? Was it from Archewell, where they're saying now, because due to civil war that they had, now they are at a different space or different mindset. Now you have those kids playing alone and working together, this kind of thing. Next tweet. Okay. There's People magazine talking about it. Remember the video we just saw? The assistant was introducing Harry to all the magazines. She's telling him who the women are. Okay, so People was one of them. CEO of Prince Harry's initiative, Travalyst, says he restored her hope in fighting climate change. Exclusive. All right, I'll leave the link in the description for you guys. Okay, it's a decent read. I don't plan on reading long articles. Should I read it? I'm already 30 something minutes. All right, Prince Harry and Sally Davy first teamed up 5 years ago to launch the environmental tourism initiative Travalyst. Many considered their goals ambitious. Now, as they celebrate the organization's 5th anniversary, Davy reflects on her gratitude for working with Duke of Sussex, 40. Quote, "When I first met Harry, I felt frustrated and disillusioned about travel sustainability." Davy, who is the company's CEO, tell People exclusively at an event celebrating Travalyst's 5-year anniversary in New York City on Tuesday, September 24th, "The issue seems overwhelming, but from day one, he restored my hope." She adds, "I realized how remarkable he is and how committed he is to making a difference. He never imposed his own vision. Instead, he said, 'Tell me what needs to happen.'" That's exactly what he said when he was at the Obama Foundation, when he went to those young people, when he went to help them and said, "What can I do? What you need them to do." Okay, he doesn't want to go in there and impose his will on them. Okay, he asked them what they want him to do, and then he helped them, achieve whatever it is that they achieve.
What our foundation is all about and what our platform is all about is encouraging people to come together, to work together, so that there's less competition within that sector, whether it's financially or otherwise, and saying, right, guys, you're doing the same thing. Please, let's get around a table, talk to each other, work it out, and come up with a long-term strategy.
So, what was your thinking in coming together? Whose idea was this?
So that's my motto is exactly that. Why another charity? Our foundation is not another charity. We're not trying to take up any more space. I think we all agree that the charity sector is quite full at the moment. But as I said, what we're trying to do is use our platform to be able to bring people together to affect change.
Easier or harder than you thought to start your own foundation and to what would you say?
I think it's made easier with the people that we work with, the support that we have. Obviously, it's certainly made easier having the name and the position, because with that comes the ability to convene some amazing people and some expertise, of which a lot of other organisations wouldn't have the opportunity to do. So, yeah, it's been emotional. Highs, no lows, but there is so much to do, as everybody in this room knows. There is so much to do, and the question is making sure that you streamline it, you do it the right way first time, and the crucial point is that we listen, and that we don't go into a project, we don't go into a community and stamp our authority down and go, we're the Royal Foundation, this is how you're going to do it. It's completely opposite, and that's why I believe that we've been so successful, is because we've gone into those communities and said, right, we all know there's a problem, what is the solution? And let us facilitate and fund you in the process.
That's the same thing here. Okay? The same blueprint. Okay? And I'll help facilitate that.
What is the solution? And let us facilitate and fund you in the process.
It wasn't about his campaign, but about collaborating for systemic change. His approach has made all the difference, and it's been an absolute joy to work with him. Okay? Harry never said he's an expert on anything. All right? He just, what he understands, this is the thing, what he truly understands is his platform. He knows, he told so many young people, the ability that he has, the platform that he has, many people will take years and years to get to his level. But because of his privilege, the family he was born in, and he appreciated the platform that was given to him from birth. So now he's bringing people who has brilliant ideas, many, things that they want to do. He bring them to his platform so people will know. So
New spin on it from the youth. As a prince, you're born at birth with a natural platform to be able to try and make a difference. Yeah, which a lot of people have to spend years and years and years getting to that point. So from that perspective, I'm very lucky to have a platform to be able to try and make change in the causes that mean a lot to me, but also to you guys. And I'm still in your generation, by the way. But at the same time, as I said, being born with a lot of privilege comes with a lot of responsibility. But I like to think that I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life earning the respect for that privilege and trying to make a difference for the rest of my life.
And Meghan has said the same thing, but at her level. Let me put the part where Meghan said what she does with her platform.
Yeah, it's still my baby. I wanted a place where I could share these great experiences I'm able to have and make it inspirational for people, but also a reminder that it's all attainable. Like I didn't grow up with this kind of lifestyle or being interviewed or having fancy things. Like that is all very new. And so to be able to show like, you want that, you could totally have that, and you are enough and you're worth it. And it's also been a great way for me to connect with people. Well, I feel a really big responsibility. Like if you have this kind of job and you have an opportunity to have a profile where people are listening to what you're saying, I really, truly think you need to be saying something that's valuable. So yes, you can talk about like, where did Rachel get that pencil skirt? Fine, sure. We can have that conversation. But I'd also like to talk about
women's rights.
Women's rights and like my work with UN Women or with World Vision or humanitarian trips or just really bolstering self-esteem that has nothing to do with the external.
So this is exactly what he said. So I understand that. I'm telling you, if you guys have not listened to the interview that Melody Hobson did with Harry at the Obama Foundation, go listen to it, because it seems like it's the foundation where Harry is explaining everything. Okay, at that time, it wasn't about Travalyst, it wasn't about Archewell, it's what the model he was putting for the Royal Foundation. Okay, that's the blueprint he was creating for the Royal Foundation. And he started it, then jealousy, after he got married, jealousy and all of that, they kick him out. So he took his model, his plan with him and his head, okay? And now this is what he's creating with it. All right, so where was I? Okay. Reflecting on the first in-person meeting at Kensington Palace, Devi recalled entering the conversation with no expectation. To her surprise, they spent hours discussing detailed statistics and sustainability. I thought, oh my God, this guy really knows his stuff. I'm going to have her up my game, she says. I'm telling you, when he goes places, he listens to people.
And the crucial point is that we listen. and that we don't go into a project, we don't go into a community and stamp our authority down and go.
He listens. I will never forget this. And now this video is gonna take forever. There was a tweet that I was reading a while back, could be 2 or 3 years ago, and someone put a picture of something, and there's a young lady with a watch in her hand, and this person happened to responded on that tweet and said, "Oh, this is me in that picture with Harry." He was asking a lot of questions. He was this, he was that, and he was very curious about a lot of different things with the watch. So from that point, I knew he always asking questions. He pay attention when he's interesting about something. So I'm not surprised by this at all. Okay, let's continue. I left feeling, wow, there's something here. There were so many memorable moments, especially when we brought partners together in The Hague and at the Invictus game in 2022. Those were truly special times. Okay, so as he was building up, okay, what is it? The Travalyst, and he's going different places, getting partners, and said, "Oh, during Invictus, hey, what a better place. Bring some people who's over there along." Oh my God, this guy is incredible. Davy emphasizes that Harry brings a sense of joy to their work that she deeply appreciates, especially since this work can become serious. Quote, "He keeps the big vision in mind while also having fun along the way. He thinks in a systematic, long-term way."
Whether it's financially or otherwise, and saying, right, guys, you're doing the same thing. Please, let's get around a table, talk to each other, work it out, and come up with a long-term strategy. So much to do, and the question is making sure that you streamline it, you do it the right way first time, and the crucial point is that we listen.
Always bringing everyone back to that big vision while infusing humor into our efforts, she says. His transparency and honesty about his motivation are truly refreshing, she adds. "We've had crises with partners, and I often pick up the phone to talk to him. He always interested in how the partners are collaborating, what metrics we're tracking, and how can we do more faster. We have a very open door policy." Oh, there's some things here. Let's listen to this. There'll be a screenshot. It looks like an IG. Oh, that's on X. I'll go back to the people thing. Let's listen. I remember sharing that.
Our theory of change clearly illustrates the connection between data and the lives of local people. Accurately measuring impact on a large scale, as Sally has talked about, is a vital first step towards transforming the entire system. We know that hotels employ a large number of local people, offering economic access for communities and often underrepresented groups, particularly women. These jobs and incomes directly affect the communities where these properties are based, with ripple effects on broader social issues such as health and education. When tourism represents 10% of global GDP, the opportunity to drive positive social change is enormous. Our new data initiative aims to give us a clearer understanding of how tourism can be a genuine force for good and what changes are needed to ensure that it delivers on that promise. I've seen tourism done well, and I've seen it done poorly, as many of you in this room probably have too. It's what inspired me to create Travalyst in the first place, because the business relies on destinations, and those destinations are held together by the people who call them home. Tourism has the potential to make an incredible difference if we channel it with good intentions. And with the industry set for a massive growth expected to represent nearly 11.4% of the global economy by 2033, we have to be single-minded in how we harness that power. At Travalyst, we're committed to creating a tourism industry that works for everyone, not just for those sitting in boardrooms or on faraway islands. Our collective responsibility is clear: to ensure that travel becomes a positive impact sector and the benefits reach every level of society. It's interesting that in the last 5 years, we've heard many people tell us that our goals are simply not possible. They said we'd never get these major tech companies to collaborate, let alone adopt the same data standards. They said we never bring data to scale consistently or build solutions that that work for everyone. And yet, our team, our partners, have to...
Okay, so that's that. Let's go back to people. Okay, I have this in another video of mine on PYTE. So there he is here talking with his partners. Okay, can get in. Okay, so that's something else. During that conversation, David notes that just 10 weeks ago, this anniversary event seems improbable, yet with the timing of New York City Climate Week and the Duke's 40th birthday, they were determined to make it work. Just before the event, they share a moment of realization. Wow, we did this. All right, people said, we've never pulled it off, finding a venue, gathering attendees, yet here we are. Proving them wrong, Davy said, it's been such an auspicious occasion. At the event, Davy also had a special surprise to thank Harry for all his support and to celebrate his birthday. We gave him a beautiful gift from a local artist in the UK, and he doesn't know it yet, she said. He'll open it when he gets back home from being with us. Very interesting. Okay, so that's that. The link of People Magazine article will be in the description. Back to Twitter. Okay, flying all over the world and private jet. Okay, so we're gonna hear the census from People Magazine's Twitter thing. We're gonna hear all the derangers, so I don't have time for this. Okay, so now this is brand new. This is African Parks, who put out a video literally today. All right, so there will be music. I'm sorry, it's gonna the typical way. All right, you're gonna hear a different music, and I'm gonna be putting screenshot. All right, if you haven't been to Majete Wildlife Reserve, you're missing out. A fantastic endorsement from His Excellency Lazarus Chakwera. Okay, Lazarus Chakwera, President of Malawi, who recently visited Majete Wildlife Reserve with his wife and First Lady, Her Excellency Monica Chakwera, in honor of the 20 years partnership between African Parks and the government of Malawi. Okay, it's very good that they're having this partnership because from my understanding, okay, on top of my head, because I read that a while back because of the rangers asking things about, you know, the African park thing. The African parks conservation span, I think there's 2 or 3 different countries, if not more. Let me look it up now that I'm talking about how many. Oh my goodness, it's much more than I thought. It's 12 countries. All right, African Parks manages 22 protected areas in 12 countries, covering over 20 million hectares in Angola, Benin, Central African Republic, Chad, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Malawi, Mozambique, the Republic of Congo, South Sudan, Rwanda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. And it's to reading some stuff as well, because each of these countries, I just don't understand. I'm sorry I'm bringing this up. This should be a more pleasant thing. The derangers keep on bringing up. Whenever African parks come, they always bring this up. Is that about Harry, what he's doing with this, you know, with this incident that happened, which probably already been resolved. I haven't really looked too deep into it. Look how many countries it covers. You're telling me something someone did within one of those countries and it's Harry's fault? Okay, just to let you know, I have a video that talk about the African parks where I look deeper into it, read some their rules and regulation, how they're managing it, and who they bring in an outside investigator to look into that. Okay, I have a video about it. But 12 countries, for some reason, I thought it was 3 countries. Maybe it's Centabali thing, but I got confused about it. So 12 countries. Okay, African parks covers. All right, and that reminds me of an interview Harry did with what's this guy name? Is an American journalist. Okay, who asked him what he wanted to do when he grows up, and this is what Harry said.
What?
Well, when I was younger, I wanted to be a policeman, but I haven't. I wouldn't want to be that now.
Most popular cop on the block.
Exactly.
What would you want to do?
I think it's I don't know. It's a really tricky question. It goes through my head lots. I'd like to fly helicopters, definitely. I'd like to be some sort of helipilot, you know, working for the UN maybe or something like that. go off and do some, you know, I'd have to be doing something active outside and doing sort of fun stuff, but with an edge to helping people.
How about you, Harry?
He'd probably sit in and play computer games and drink beer.
Thanks a lot. No, I honestly, I don't know how well this would get out, but I'd probably live in Africa. I'd like to spend all my time out there.
In a humanitarian
both. It would be a humanitarian aspect and as well as a sort of safari aspect. As a job, it'd probably be a safari guide, and then
it'd be really good for me because he wouldn't be around, you see, so I get the highest to myself.
At the same time, you know, splitting my time between a charity, you know, in the Sutu, probably the Sutu as well. If you know, if I became normal tomorrow, then I'd have
that word normal comes up a lot, doesn't it? It really is. It's kind of the holy grail out there.
I feel abnormal.
And you've been to the United States. You spent a little time in Tennessee. You mentioned Disney World. What are your impressions of the U.S.?
And this is what he's doing now. Okay, so that is all I have on my list. So I'm sorry I didn't share too much with you of what was going on while Harry was in New York, but at least this, I hope it helps. Okay, so YouTube demonetized the channel. Okay, it demonetized. I was left with $3.75. It's not like I was making $1 million, but you know, they demonetized it. So instead, I've moved my content to PYTE. Pretty much all of my channels pretty much covers Harry and Meghan. I have this channel, Output of Pure Service. What I try to do is focus on their work only. No gossip, no nothing, whatever. Well, sometimes, you know, some of the conversation the squad are having, I will share with you, depending on how, you know, reasonable it is when it comes to their work. And PYTE, where I talk about Harry and Meghan still more on the positive way. Sometimes some of the gossip the squad are talking about, but more on the positive way. And Duke Team Sussex, this is anything goes, okay? It could be the Derangers, or the Royal Rats, or whatever is happening in the UK and the squad are talking about. That's where I tend to put it. Unless any of them is demonetized, and I will shift the conversation to whatever channel that is monetized. Okay, so if I'm spending my time and energy on it, so I might as well bring it on the channel that is being monetized, which is what I did this week when YouTube decided to demonetize that channel. Okay, so that is it. I decided not to put the African Parks video on this video because I'm editing it for the second time. The first time, it took me a while to manage and edit the audio, so I will put it on a separate video by itself when I do have time. But I'm not putting it here because it will take me forever, and I need to cover a lot of stuff tonight. Right now, as I'm editing this, it's 3:42 a.m. and I need to get to new content that the squad are talking about. And this is where Harry, I think he's still in New York. I don't know when they recorded it. He's at Jimmy Fallon, and he did a haunted house kind of thing. So I sort of want to cover that. Every time I keep on saving this video so it doesn't crash again, I keep on checking on Twitter to see what they're talking about. So there's some fun conversation I want to get to. And if I put that other video, it's probably going to take me an hour. But I'll try to put the African Parks video by itself. Okay, so that's that. Let's get back to the original recording. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that is it.
Evolution. This is the future. is the future. Evolution. This is the future.